Hello, good morning, ladies.
Hello.
Tea time, happy tea time. My name's Amanda Delamere, and I'm personal and professional coach here at Docere, and I am joined by our naturopathic doctor team. Good morning.
Good morning.
We don't want to introduce ourselves.
I'm
just
Dr.
because not everybody knows us,
Rowdy,
right?
yes.
Dr. Megji.
And Dr. Hagel.
So today we thought we could have just come up with a topic or think about things that are common for patients who come in and talk with us. And one of the things that we've noticed is that even for ourselves personally, we can come in and get on treatment plans or be motivated to do something for ourselves. But once we kind of go back into our day-to-day environments or around other people who are maybe not on the same health and wellness path as we are, it can become a little bit challenging. So we were talking about, for example, like our physical environment. So what can you, asking yourself what you can do with your space. So at home, at work, when you go out, but things that you can do to make your environments feel like they're supporting your overall health and wellness. And so what I notice for my clients is that it can be easier to work on your personal space or your environment, but it's the people around you actually that is it's like we're almost training or getting really good at asking for help for what we need for support for our health and wellness, so our family and friends. So I notice that with my clients, sometimes we spend time talking about, okay, so what's important for you, what your goals are, what your values are, and discussion moves into, so what do you need to talk about or address or ask for help with your friends and family to help you on your journey. So I don't know, that's kind of what came up for me, and what do you think of when you hear me talk about that?
Yeah, that's a great topic, and I can kind of segue into what I wanted to speak about, because I find, to create that healthy environment, we need to do some planning. We need to do some preparation along with communication of being surrounded by the right people. But, busy families, it's hard I want to talk about meal preparation so that you can set up for that positive environment. You're getting that good nutrition, and you're not just kind of going out for meals on a regular basis or just kind of cooking something from the frozen department. So that can be a really healthy way to support, your family. So some big things that I like to talk about are, big meals, cooking big meals, stews, soups, chilies, those all work really great in large quantities. And then, you have those meals, whether or not that's, freezing them for a later week, so you're not feeling like, oh, I've eaten chili every single day this week, but really planning ahead groceries and stuff like that. I was actually just chatting with the ladies about, it can be a little overwhelming to do it all in one day. So, grocery shopping one day, having that list ready, and then, the next day preparing a meal, but making it a large quantity and storing some of it, and the next day another one. Those can all be great tips and tricks.
And I love what you said too about the communication. So there's something there, because I think that all of us, we really want to feel too like we control something. So the meal prep, the grocery shopping, that's a way of, or having some impact or influence over choices. So that's something that you can do individually. And then the communication piece to, with your family, that, why are we eating the things we are? Why are we grocery shopping like this? But so you can have both that, that communication and talking about the support that you can give each other for health and wellness, but also have those pieces that we can control on our own, so that, it doesn't have to be, everything doesn't have to feel up in the air.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, and then I'll pass it on to Dr. Megji, because a big important part, you can meal plan and all of that, but coming into the springtime, detoxification is a really important aspect too. So
yeah, when I thought of thinking about Amanda's topic, I thought about spring is almost here, so March, I know for Calgarians it doesn't really come quite that soon, but essentially. So spring and fall is a great time to detox. I recommend detoxes for adults 2 times a year. And getting your partner or spouse to do it with you can be really helpful because, again, like what Dr. Michelle said, you need to meal plan, you need to do your shopping and prepare for it. It's easier if the family is doing it together. So if your partner and yourself are doing the detox for 2 or 3 weeks where you're giving up certain things, you're giving up coffee and sugar, and us docs here can help you with a detox plan, as well as some remedies to go with it to cleanse the liver, the kidneys, the colon. But I was also thinking that, the kids can participate as well, that in springtime we can maybe say, okay, let's maybe take stock of how much sugar we've been eating over Christmas, over Valentine's Day, things like that. Maybe the kids can just support the cleanse, or maybe you have a teenager or and a young adult in the house who goes to university who's maybe gotten into a little bit too much of the lattes and the coffees, frappuccinos, exactly. And maybe that's something that they can help to sort of support the detox, that they're going to give that up. So I think this is a good time of the year for the whole family to kind of get involved in spring cleaning, spring cleansing. The other thing I was thinking about was a fitness regime, and that most of us do like to hibernate in the winter, and we don't get as much activity, especially not outside. So as the weather does, again, for us, fluctuate, but on the nicer days, maybe the whole family can go out for a walk after dinner, right? Instead of sitting and watching TV. Or, maybe we can, get out on the weekends, get our bikes out. So the whole family can get involved in maybe a fitness regime that yourself or, you're trying to get started, and it can be a whole family affair. And so I'll leave it to Dr. Rauji to talk more about some ways that we can help you here at Docere.
Yeah, so the ladies gave really good kind of feedback about what it means to plan and communicate, for our health moving forward. So things that I was thinking about, especially leading into spring, is getting ahead of, one thing is detoxification, another thing is, allergy season coming up. So one thing we do, as well as the NATE treatments that Dr. Rabia and Dr. Hagel do, which are for allergies, is that we do allergy supportive injections, and they're really safe homeopathic blend of herbs that help kind of lower that. It's basically histamine, which is a big reason that we get allergy symptoms. So it helps kind of lower that and manage symptoms, and that's something that we do quite successfully starting around this time. And what we find is helpful with any kind of treatment in allergies would be to kind of get ahead of it. So that's kind of that planning of it. So instead of waiting until hay season starts, why not start sooner so you can kind of manage those symptoms earlier on, so maybe they won't be as intense this year. Other things that I do are IV therapy, which is intravenous therapies, and they're really great because you're getting a large dose of vitamins going straight into the venous system, so you're getting vitamins absorbed at 100%, and oral supplements or taking them by mouth will never do that. So it's a really effective way of getting vitamins in. And doing them with, ones I do have extra vitamin C in them, which are good for immune health and also allergies. There is a lot of research out there saying that vitamin C, especially done in an IV setting, can lower that histamine release too. And that can be obviously very helpful for lowering those allergy symptoms. And, because it is vitamin C, it'll help with viruses and just overall infections and just getting you to feel healthy, in the spring as well. And another one that I do quite often is a liver detox IV. So kind of how Dr. Meiji was talking about detox kits and things like that, doing it as an IV is another option that you can do. And at the same time, you're getting, a whole bunch of vitamins in your system. So it's just good for overall well-being.
Yeah.
And so the allergy treatments are available for kids too. We can give it orally, right?
Yeah,
so,
we can give it orally.
So if you have kids with allergies, we don't have to do a shot. They can come in and just get the same remedy given orally, and they're also able to do the NATE treatments, which can be done with acupuncture or just with acupressure. So no needles at all if you don't want them.
It's a great option for
And I think we've really talked about how there are things that we can do individually to support ourselves in health and wellness. And there's a great team here at Docere that we're ready and willing to work with you on your health and wellness journey. And also we've talked about how important it is to bring in your support network, and you're also part of a support network for other people. So talking to people about what they're noticing, even I'm thinking about listening with you guys talking about, changing eating habits or getting different nutrients or vitamins in your body, that how, dinner conversation, talking about, so how are we feeling? We've been doing this for a week and really noticing or being able to verbalize. So what is it? Like, what are the changes I'm experiencing? So having that support network and people, whether it's your family or friends, but just to consistently remind ourselves that we're not on our health and wellness journey alone. You're never in it alone.
Yeah.
So reach out to anyone here at Docere, and remember to engage your family and friends in what you're doing, because it's not, when you're working on your health and wellness, it's a lifetime journey, and you want to keep yourself healthy, and we all know we want to keep those around us healthy. So.
Well, and I would add on to that most times when I'm discussing this with patients, if they have a friend that's going to the gym with them or that's meal prepping with them or whatever, they have so much more success with that and fun. So,
because it is fun and it's a long-term, it's a lifestyle, right? So, all the best.
Yeah, enjoy your Monday.
Thank you.
Have a great week.
Yeah.